Pats had a big victory, 21-11 over the Dolphins. Now, I say big victory. I get it's the Dolphins. But still, this was a big prove-it
game.
Yeah, this was the prove-it for Cam.
Now, Cam, I loved everything about Cam Newton yesterday. Attitude, how he played the game, his selflessness, I guess is the right word. He was all for the team, put the team first.
He seems to fit already within what the Patriots like, the Patriots style.
Now, last year when I said this with Antonio Brown, after that, I thought he was fitting in the schedule, then everything went downhill. But I think Cam is different.
Well, Cam's not,
75 yards rushing, which was something that we haven't had from a starting quarterback in New England in over 20 years.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns rushing. He didn't have a passing touchdown, but still, he almost did with N'Keal Harry's fumble. Like, if N'Keal Harry held onto the ball, that was a big play in the game. But
it's funny watching the game on Twitter because, like, Harry, I think it was like a couple of plays before that, like he made like a great play and I was like, Harry's great, and then he did that and everyone's like, cut him, he's dead to me. Like instantly.
That's New England fans. But you know, the defense that everyone said, granted, it's the Dolphins, we have to preface this, it's the Dolphins, but the defense that we thought everyone was nervous about gave up 11 points. That's not bad.
That's not bad. And you have to consider too, remember, we lost like half of our defense due to COVID.
And like going to the Dolphins.
And, that's true. Go to the Dolphins.
Shout out also Jamie Collins, who went to the Lions, who was the first season ejection. We won't get into that, but he's the first. He headbutted the ref.
That was him? I didn't know it was him. Wow.
Did you see the video, though?
I saw the video, but I didn't know it was Collins.
It wasn't like a head. I didn't think it was
I retweeted. He just like tapped him.
Yeah. But anyways, like the defense, like we were talking about it, they lost so many people due to COVID or leaving for free agency. And they held the Dolphins, who, like we said, is not a great team, but they held them to 11 points. That's pretty impressive.
Considering the Miami Miracle of last year where we couldn't hold them.
Yeah, and considering the Jags, who we thought are competing for the number 1 pick, pulled an upset, scoring 27. Like that's pretty good.
It shows the Patriots have some life, and especially when they get a little bit more time to work on their defense, because they're as you said earlier, they're young defense. Overall, they lost a few of their veteran players. Thank God we got Gilmore though.
Thank God.
Gilmore's gonna be though.
Gilly was great yesterday with a pick. The defense caused 3 interceptions. Like that's pretty awesome. They held Devontae Parker, which was a big, like they were hyping him up to only 47 yards, 4 catches. He was non-existent. Myles Gaskins, who was like a rookie that no one heard of for running back, he actually led the carries, which for fantasy perspective, keep your eye out on him. But everything, like Sony Michel, 10 carries, 37 yards and a touchdown. Yeah. Sony, decent. And the thing before I know we have a lot more to get to, and I don't want to bog down on the first game of the Patriots. The one thing I've been saying for 2 years now, since last year, the offensive line is back to full strength right now.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear like Sony wasn't good last year. He had no offensive linemen. Like all his normal offensive linemen were out. David Andrews is back and looks good. Isaiah Wynn looks healthy. All these guys are back and they look healthy and look good. So now, especially with a running quarterback, all these running backs, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everyone that ran had over 20 yards. 6 people ran the ball. Everyone had over 20 yards. Isn't that wild? That's a pretty good stat to have.
Yeah, especially for the Patriots.
For the Patriots. And I mean, it is running back by committee, but
that's good though in a way.
Even J.J. Taylor, who the undrafted guy, had 28 yards on 4 carries, and he had a great day pass catching too. He had a great catch. I thought he had more. It seemed like he did more in that game, but
it was an important play, which you got to
and he had 4 rushes for 28 yards. So I think I'm optimistic about the Patriots. I think they're going to make a good run. I still stand to my prediction. They're going to be at least 10-6. I said on Twitter 11-5. I think 11-5. I think they can sneak another win.
Though. But it's possible.
But I think this team could do well, and I'm excited to see where they go from here.
Before we move on, I like all throughout the Bucks game, they were comparing it to the Patriots game too, which I liked.
Oh, yeah.
I like that this whole season, it's no matter what, Bucks versus Patriots.
Yeah.
The whole time.
We've said it before. We hope that, I don't think it will happen. I don't think these teams got it in the tank, both of them. Even though I love the Patriots, I don't think they have enough what it takes to beat Kansas City, and I don't think the Bucks have what it takes to make it to the Super Bowl over there with all their, like Seattle and all those weapons. But a Bucks-Patriots Super Bowl would be
storybook.
Awesome.
The only thing is, both teams, by the time they get there, they'd be so banged up and so injured.
We'll see. We have to see.
Dude, that'd be rough.
We'll play it by ear, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see.